Hello! Today we're having such a sunny day, and I think you can even hear the ice melting. No, the drops. I can hear a little bit that melting ice sound, but that doesn't mean that the evenings are warm too, actually. The nights are some of the coldest in winter so far. But I feel that on such a cold winter night, it's especially nice to tuck yourself in with your family and watch some really good movies. I have been watching at least 2 movies every evening these days, and I absolutely love it, and I just can't wait to share with you some fantastic films that I've watched. Now, I was thinking what movie to start with, and I decided to start with one that I have watched twice already, and I really feel like watching it again tonight. That is a film called The Woman in Gold. Have you seen it? It's a 2015 biographical drama starring Helen Mirren and Ryan Reynolds. Helen Mirren has become one of my favorite leading ladies. She's so amazing. I really want to watch all of the films with her. She's such a fantastic actress. And Ryan Reynolds is so handsome. So such a great combination. Actually, this film, The Woman in Gold, is based on a true story. And I love a good movie that's also based on a true story. So with Woman in Gold, it tells the story of this elderly Jewish woman, Maria, who had fled Vienna, Austria, and don't mix Austria up with Australia, during the World War II, because they were Jewish and the Nazis were taking over Europe at that time. And she is trying now, over 60 years later, to reclaim the possessions of her family that the Nazis had seized. And her family was one of the richest in Europe, one of the richest, and they had a lot of paintings and pieces of art. But most importantly, among these possessions that she wants to reclaim is the painting of her dear aunt Adele. And this painting by Frantz is actually today considered to be the most expensive painting in the world. That's right, I recognized this painting as I was watching the film because I had seen it in a documentary of BBC, the most expensive paintings in the world. And this painting, the painting of her aunt in gold, is actually the most expensive painting in the world. And it is the Mona Lisa of Austria. So of course no one in Austria wants to give her that painting because it's their greatest treasure, and nobody cares that it was seized by the Nazis from the family of this woman. It has become the national treasure, and as they say, Austria cannot imagine its history in itself without this woman in gold, without this painting, without its greatest treasure. Oh my God, it's such an interesting film. And when I think that it's based on true events, I just cannot believe it. The willpower of the lawyer, who was portrayed by Ryan Reynolds, who starts, this case only because of money, because this painting is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But when this woman gives up, he's the one who's like, no, we're not going to give up. We're going to fight for this. I will not be spoiling anything for you. You have to watch this film. By the way, I'm so disappointed at Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I always thought their ratings were good, but I think this film only got about 60% of rating on Rotten Tomatoes. They don't know nothing about films. Like, what? This is such a great film. It's an amazing film. You have to watch it. Like I said, I've watched it twice already, and I'm going to watch it today too, because my sister hasn't seen it and I've watched it with my mom, and my mom had watched it even before me, so it's going to be her fourth time watching this film. It's a really good one. Like, it just has such a good aura about it. It's tragic but funny, and it's a true story, you know. You have to see it. And you know, as an Armenian, I was kind of feeling a little jealous as I was watching this movie, because the Armenian genocide happened before the Jewish one, and in fact, because it wasn't recognized, the Jewish one happened. Yes, as Hitler was saying, who remembers the killings of Armenians by the Young Turks, you know, like we can kill the Jews. And today, yet, the country where the Nazis were, and all those countries who were Nazi, have become really civilized and have accepted what they have done, and have been readily, you know, paying for that. But oh my God, like, I'm thinking, will I, as an elderly at least woman, ever witness the Turks accepting what they have done and paying the Armenians? I don't know, that's my dream, but I don't have much hope. Will that country ever, you know, become truly civilized? I don't know. To this next movie that is such a wonderful movie. It's called Frantz. The movie Franz tells the story that is so beautiful, so sad, but there is so much love in this film. When I told my sister to watch this movie, she called me. She said, "Why did you tell me to watch it? It was so sad." I was like crying. But it's also giving hope, you know? There are such films that can just unite all these emotions, all these feelings: love, sadness, tragedy, hope for a new start. My dog is like sleeping next to me. So she's breathing sometimes. I don't know if you can hear. I hope not. Okay, so Franz tells a story of Anna. The main heroine's name is Anna. She's a German girl who's living in post-war Germany after World War I with the parents of her late fiancé, his mother, and his father. His name was Franz, and he went to war, but unfortunately he fell. One day, they see a young man named Adrien, who is putting flowers on the grave of Franz. Adrien is met with a lot of resistance in Germany because Germany hasn't recovered from its defeat yet, and Adrien is French. And this man mysteriously enters the small town and also their family. And what happens later is sad, beautiful. It shows true love, I feel, and it's also life. That's what life is like. I really don't want to say anything more about this film. I really want you to watch it yourselves. It's really amazing how the director is playing also with the colors of the movie, because some of the movie is black and white and some of it is colored, and it's just beautiful how well he's been able to feel, the film director, I mean, to switch the colors from color to black and white, color to black and white again. It's really amazing because the emotions change, and sometimes you only feel the colors have changed after a while that they have changed. So I highly recommend you to watch this film, Frantz. It's a beautiful movie with beautiful actors and a fantastic story. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? what do you think of it? What do you think about the ending? Because I loved the ending. I really did. And I thought it was so much better than it would have been had it been the classic, had it been the ending that we all expected. So let me know, and shall we move to the next movie? The next movie that I want to tell you about is the German movie called One Way. It's really interesting, this film. It tells the story of this guy. His name is Eddie. He's working as a creative director in a company directed by the father of his fiancée. He's really handsome, charming, kind of spoiled, kind of a womanizer. His fiancée's name is Judy, and she's a lovely girl. She's so pretty. She loves him and is really caring. But he's that type. He's kind of cheating on her, even though it feels like he loves her, but he's cheating on her. And he has a beautiful friend called Angelina, who is working with him in the same company. And she's always telling him, like, don't cheat on your fiance. And when he tells her that he's getting married, she tells him, this is it. This is it. You have to stop cheating on her. And he agrees. He says, yes, I probably have to change my life. She's probably the only person that he actually listens to. However, so it happens that Angelina gets raped in a night in that same company by the brother of Judy, of Eddie's fiance. And the only person she tells about this is Eddie. He takes her to hospital, to a doctor, and tells her that she definitely should go to the police. But as soon as Judy's brother Anthony starts blackmailing Eddie because he has pictures of Eddie cheating on his sister, Eddie stops supporting Angelina and he starts acting weird and against her, and he testifies against her in court. And because of this, Angelina in court accuses him that he is one of his attackers, that he was his lover, her lover. And this just, this just creates a whole big chaos. I don't want to go any further in this movie. You have to watch it yourself. It has a really interesting twist in the end. And I'm always surprised at such parents. That no matter what, support their children, even if they're ugly criminals. I will never understand it. I will never understand it. I understand that your parents should support you no matter what, but there is a certain border, you cross it. No. There are certain values that everyone must have. And if you don't have it, you're just an ugly shit. And I highly recommend you watch this movie because then Eddie gets arrested. So watch this movie to find out what happened in the end and how events turned, and let me know, what do you think of it? What do you think of this movie, of this story? I really liked it. I thought it was a really good one. I also really liked the actress. If I understood correctly, she's a Canadian actress. So her name, I don't remember her name, of the actress who's portraying Angelina. Her name is Lauren Lee Smith. Yes, Lauren Lee Smith. And she's so beautiful. I really like people with such elongated faces. And yeah, and she's really a good actress. And the male lead, his name is Till Schweiger, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He actually stars in many movies. He's German. So I highly recommend that you watch this movie. There are some other really amazing movies that I wanted to tell you about, but I feel like these 3 movies are so good and so worth watching that I really want you to watch these, and then we can move on to others. Like, I don't want to tell you all the good movies that I've seen, and you're like kind of lost which one to watch first, which one to watch. So and that's why this time I will include only 3. Watch them. Let's discuss them in the comment section down below. Until we meet next time and discuss new good movies, because here in my copybook I have a whole lot of movies that I have watched, because sometimes I just need to write them down as I forget the names of the films. I have an IMDb profile, but sometimes I even forget to add the movies there. But yeah, definitely watch this, and next time we'll discuss these movies and talk about new films. Also, recommend me films, no matter old or new. I will be very happy to watch them if they're interesting. So, see you very, very soon. Bye bye.